Internet services and technologies. Now, what's a website? A website is a collection of web pages. The content in each web page is a file of its own. Supporting files such as formatting information are also accompany web pages and forms part of the website. There are files that include images, movies, sound, and JavaScript programming. Content and formatting are usually contained in text files. Website is usually a single folder with many subfolders. Static web pages display the same page every time, or displays in the same way every time. So static web pages are not changed often. They're seldom changed, then they're changed by the webmaster. The pages are stored in HTML. To change the content, the page has to be opened, changed, and stored again. And the extension of static pages is generally .htm or HTML. Now, dynamic pages are pages generated on the go. The pages might differ according to user stored preferences. And a good example is Facebook. The Facebook page is not downloaded as is for each user. It is dynamic based on the user. Now, when the page loads, the HTML page is created by software running on the server and sent to the browser. So dynamic pages are created on the server and then sent to your browser. The URL of dynamic pages contains a lot of parameters after the name, and the pages are stored as .php, ASP, or JSP. Now, in terms of the parameters of the URL, we'll discuss more about it next year. But the information that makes the page dynamic needs to be sent. The user preferences and so on needs to be sent to the server so that a dynamic website is created. Interactive web pages is when Flash applets are created using Adobe Flash. You need plugins to run. Interactive web pages also means JavaScript is a programming language that creates small script programs to run on the client computer. So there are changes to your website that's required. That's by interactive web pages. They're not necessarily dynamic. Interactive web pages on a web page only help to make a page dynamic if it affects the parameters sent to the server. Static web pages are simple to design. They don't need much server power. They're designed for client side only. They can be interactive. That means they're running using Flash Player, JavaScript programming. It's ideal for pages that don't need to change often. Now, we'll do more of this next year. Dynamic web pages, they're adapted to users' needs and preferences. They need more development resources and powerful servers. They need server-side programming and database skills. And they're perfect for online stores. Now, if you want to remember online stores, if you have done online shopping, it creates a cart in which you make your purchases. The next time you come back and log in, it still contains the purchases if they're not paid for. So therefore, we're working with database for storage. Now, social web pages like blogs and wikis are dynamic. So basically, it's dynamic web pages change frequently and they're based on users' needs. Location-based services. Now, these sites are example of it will be Foursquare. Using GPS on your cell phone, you can check into coffee shops. Then your friends can see where you are and who you are with. Now, businesses also use GPS to allow advertising. So if you're nearby the shop, you receive advertising notices. So that's the advantages of location-based server sites. Now, web designers include code in the pages to let the page size fit the screen. So remember, pages need to resize to fit different screens on different devices. It makes the page work better with a mobile browser. Mobile websites often have an M prefix and the domain ends with .mobi. An M prefix and ends with .mobi. Some people prefer to use an app because it is able to transfer less data, leading to faster speeds. Now, your apps on your devices, most of you will have apps on your smartphone, or all of you will have apps, like your Facebook app. Now, the advantage here is it takes you directly to the website, so you don't have to go through searches. It transfers less data, therefore leading to faster speed. So faster speed to access your website. It gives users a more user-friendly mobile interface, gives users more control over what they can do. Allows users to receive automatic notifications. When you have your WhatsApp, your Facebook apps, it allows you to receive notifications. There's no need to log in. Once you have your app, you log in the first time, and next you can just click on your app and you can proceed. In Module 2.2 under e-communications, we spoke about protocol. A protocol is a set of rules used to encode and decode data for transmission over a network. Now, there are many protocols. Some of your basic protocols there, we have SMTP, that's just Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, that's for sending emails. Your POP3 is for downloading email. FTP, File Transfer Protocol, sending large files. Now your HTTP is a protocol that transfers text, images, videos to display a web page. Now the one with the S is a secure connection to a website. So it allows secure transmission of data. That means it's encrypted and the information is protected during the communication. And VoIP is transfer of video and voice. That means live transfer of audio of video and voice. Okay, we'll speak about RSS in the next